From a venue that's been sold out since it opened back in 2002, there's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Now Jones. And his first pass is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They'll contain him to just 4, second down. Singletary here running out of the gun, and the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Throwing Jones. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And a high throw there as this is knocked away down to the ground and incomplete. The Patriots send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Dolphins now getting set for their initial possession. They're led out by a former number 2 overall pick in the draft from BYU. It's Zach Wilson.
And what a game he is coming off of.
Oh, unbelievable.
Absolutely. And you know how much I love the history of the game. He broke a record held by the Dutchman,
Norm Van Brocklin,
right? You got to go all the way back to 1951. And he threw for 554 yards in that game. And later, won a championship as a quarterback of the Philadelphia Eagles in 1960.
And now that record has been set anew. Play action. Now Wilson sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. This defense for the Patriots, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
You're looking there, the defensive back is maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood. And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. But I think the Patriots are going to hang on to the football. They do. They get it back.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Well, definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He'll look to shake off the interception on the opening drive. He should at least be comforted that it resulted in 3, not 6.
And if I were him, I would be the guy all the way out on the field greeting my defense now, saying thanks a lot. You held them to a field goal after I turned it over. That's a big defensive stand for them. He needs to go out now and make up for what he did on the first drive.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Play action. It's Wilson. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And this one is incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. It's James. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Good one. It's a good one now. It's a good one.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a run with Singletary. Nifty move. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he's taken down inside the 30. 40 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Jones now on 1st and 10. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. From the gun, Jones. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So all field goals so far, 6-3 our score as the kick is away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Here we go.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They go play action with Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They go play action now. Wilson. Dancing to his left. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. It's a big play there for Miami. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Rolling to his right. Going to throw deep for the end zone. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 50 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Hey, we got 4.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Now Jones. Throwing on first down. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. Now the Patriots moving quickly, hustling up to the line. Jones throw into the hands of Henry here. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Throwing again on second down. Jones got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 17-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Jones throwing right, and that's complete. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. A third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. Jones. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Patriots are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Back to throw. Jones. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Operating from the gun, Jones. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing third and goal. Looking to throw, Jones. And it's caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Devin Singletary in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots have retaken the lead. It seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Extra point right down the middle, and that gives him a 3-point lead. So that one a 13-play drive in total, and it ends with a New England touchdown. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Taken from about the 12. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got him in, complete, and he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit, but first let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey, and that one closing in on halftime with the Cowboys out on top. Dak Prescott has thrown a touchdown pass.
All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight.
From there, we head down south to Tampa to check on the Bucs at home at Raymond James Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Justin Herbert on target repeatedly there. 5 touchdown passes.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started from the 6. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On third down, Wilson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spot.
And got his man complete. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Jason Sanders to kick off one.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
They'll run on first down. Singletary. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
On 2nd and 12, Jones firing quickly here, and that's complete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Jones. He's got the connection to Cooper. And he will have a Patriots first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. Back to throw. Jones. And caught by Henry. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 39, Jones. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. After the interception, here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 47. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
New England trying to get a place on offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They will run with Singletary. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. Singletary loses it. And the Dolphins have got it. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming.
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big play there for the Dolphins.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He's going to let it go again. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Pats will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
And you get deep on me here. I like that. Going to the next level of what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, sometimes when you're doing that, you think you're invincible out there. But he was given a cold dose of reality on that throw.
Jones on 1st down. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. And right side, Henry's got it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it's a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Jones. Completes it right side to Cooper. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On the give, this is Singletary. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 68 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Four yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. Looking to throw. Jones. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Oh, such great concentration there, going right up against the side of the end zone, but able to get the feet in bounds.
There are so many things that go into that catch, and you just mentioned the concentration, being able to catch the football, get your feet down in bounds, hang on to it all the way through the process of the catch. That was a phenomenal play.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here, or do you... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play there for the Dolphins. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 22-yard line. Here's Wilson to throw.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
Well, that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Let's go.
New England's offense set to go. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Jones now on 1st and 10. He completes it to Henry. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Jones. Catch made by Slayton. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an
island. Again, he'll drop to throw. Henry's got it out on the left side. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it.
picked by Kenneth Murray.
And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay. A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now Wilson. He's got it. This is Ware. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Throwing now is Wilson. That's caught by Ware. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Here's Wilson. Steps away to his left. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Dolphins are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter.
So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. Wilson going to throw for it. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here, because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now Jones throwing on first down. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
86. He's sneaky, guys. Watch out for 86.
Back to throw again. And that's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked up by Caleb Farley. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, only thing larger than his name is wingspan, as he knocks that one away. Wilson wants to throw it.
This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. They go play action now. Wilson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5.
Come on, baby, let's go.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a